AI has become unescapable. It has permeated our everyday life whether we like it or not. And where there is AI, there is no shortage of people trying to use it to obtain a quick buck. This is where Amazon comes in. The reason I talk about this is because Witchcraft has been seeing an emergence in AI authors. Allow me to be blunt. Fuck AI. Specifically generative AI. It is a tool for lazy people to get lackluster results compared to commissioning an actual artist. Editorializing aside, I saw a video from Polish folk witch about AI-generated books on witchcraft. I decided to do some investigating. The primary name accused of being AI is Mari Silva. Mari has published a wide variety of books on witchcraft, some of it originating in 2023-2024. I took a look at her profile page and there was something incredibly fishy about it. This is what it had to say. If you want to learn about topics related to spirituality, then look no further. Mari Silva has made it her mission to make her extensive knowledge via easy-to-read books that you can't or want to put down. So if you want to learn about psychic development, lucid dreaming, third eye awakening, or any other topic related to spirituality, then first check if you can't find that topic covered by Mari Silva. You'll be happy you did. While it is a nice elevator pitch, it doesn't really tell us about the author. It doesn't tell us where they were born, where they're currently living, some of their best-selling titles, but there's nothing. Curious as to what this author is about, I purchased a copy of her book, one involving tarot cards. That seems fairly appropriate considering I am actively working on a series about it. I looked at the first sentence to see if it was plagiarized. It wasn't, and it did pull some stuff about connecting tarot to the Kabbalah and other esoteric stuff. Nothing far-fetched so far. Then came the first image. It had the caption, "Tarot cards have been used for centuries," and its source was a website that sold stock images. Again, nothing seriously fishy. Then we go to the history of tarot. It gets the basics of it right, but it doesn't really go into detail, like the etymology, the study of tarot through other figures. So far, there was nothing that really stuck out. I also took a look at some of the reviews and I only caught one possible bot. Bots commenting on things is not unusual. I myself have gotten bot comments in the past. As I was looking through her book on Voodoo, I discovered another book on Voodoo. This one had an AI-generated cover and was a walking red flag. Granted, the author bio is more detailed and gives us a more personal anecdote about Gumbo, but that's really it. Unlike Mari Silva, who has a bunch of books on the subject, Mari Vodun only has 5. Wait a second. Mari Silva. Mari Vodun. I mean, yeah, people can share names and marry alongside other variations are pretty common, but these names don't sound like real names. They sound AI generated. And unfortunately, I only have speculation on my side. I bought another book from Mari Silva, this one being about smudging. Now, smudging is a controversial subject. I don't have the time of day to talk about this debate. What I do want to talk about is the safety surrounding smudging. Alongside the obvious fire hazard in dealing with smudging, one must also make sure to do it in a well-ventilated area. The book does mention this, but it never really puts out an explicit warning. All of the books I have read on witchcraft incorporate some type of warning when dealing with fire or other potentially dangerous objects. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that putting things like herbs and crystals inside your candle can cause it to explode? It's true. I have run across another author who may be AI. Everyone, say hello to Sylvia Hill. There isn't much to know about Sylvia aside from the fact that she does books on spirituality. You know the deal. I bought a book about tarot cards and began reading. One red flag is that this book lists its origins as Egypt, when in reality, tarot can be traced back to at least the mid-1400s, if not earlier. Another red flag is to keep an eye out for the health benefits of tarot, or any practice really. While there may be some connection to spiritual health, there is no evidence to suggest physical or even psychological benefits to tarot or any form of witchcraft. Any claim of health benefits should be taken with a grain of salt. Another thing I have noticed with these witchcraft books is the overabundance of lists. Part of me can't help but feel a lot of these lists were taken from other websites without credit. While a lot of the books I have read contain lists, it wasn't half the book. Another thing I have noticed is that a lot of these books go off topic. For example, they'll start with a discussion on the aforementioned tarot, then they move on to the discussion of opening up your third chakra and how to awaken your psychic ability. I'm sorry, but I bought a book about tarot and the meanings behind the cards, not an instruction book on how to awaken my psychic powers. I think another red flag we should add is the release of voodoo books. No, let's make it a full stop sign. Voodoo is a closed-off religion, and you can only be inducted if someone else practicing the faith deems you fit. Another thing I've noticed when it comes to these AI books is a lot of them are not properly formatted. It's all ugly looking, and it doesn't really surprise me because a lot of these books are made for a quick buck. Then I came across Astrid Rollinson. Unlike the others, he is a real author. A full biography, some of the books he's published, the whole 9 yards. I bought volume 1 of his grimoire, and there was already a night and day difference. There was no off-topic nonsense, everything was neat, relevant, and clean, and above all, it had actual heart and content. Speaking of heart, there was a post I stumbled across by Matt Arden. He talks about a book plagiarizing his and how it was made using AI. I haven't been able to find a copy of the book as it has been taken down by Amazon. While it is relieving to see Amazon do something about the book, the fact it was even let in to begin with is concerning. There has been concern of misinformation and plagiarism. Atomic Shrimp made a video where he looked at books dedicated to foraging only to find out it was riddled with misinformation, ranging from mislabeled pictures, incorrect pictures, to even swapping information on what mushrooms are edible. There was even a Reddit post detailing how their family got sick from reading a foraging book. There are no shortage of herbs and crystals that require special care. What frightens me most about the usage of AI is the spread of misinformation. What if one of these spells or techniques involving sage or candles ends up burning someone's house down? What if someone accidentally ingests the wrong mushrooms, leading to them being potentially poisoned? It's already happened in foraging. Who's to say it won't happen in witchcraft? My goal for this video is to identify possible red flags for AI-generated books on witchcraft. This is to protect other witches from misinformation and possible harm. If you're going to read books on the craft, do your research on the author. See if they have some kind of official website, social media accounts, or anything that can identify them. If you suspect the image in the bio is AI, make sure you reverse search the image. Look at the title, description, and reviews for the book. What does it say? Does it sound like it was written by a human? Or is there something off about it? Keep an eye out for poor formatting and off-topic nonsense. If you order a book about casting spells, it should be a book about casting spells, not an instruction guide on how to awaken your psychic abilities. Remember, being a conscious consumer helps prevent this type of nonsense from spreading.